Hello, I'm Mark Wogan, and this is, of course, Spooning with Mark Wogan. Today's episode is brought to you by Tails.com, the 100% tailored dog food subscription. At Tails.com, there is no such thing as average dog food, because there's no such thing as an average dog, especially my dogs. My dogs, like me, their general happiness starts with being fed properly. And that is why I am loving Tails.com for my dogs at the moment. It was super easy for me to set up my tailored food plan for both my dogs, especially Murphy, who is always known for being a little bit hyperactive and always hungry. It's great to know that both the dogs, Murphy and Misty, are getting all their nutritional needs met with their specially tailored plan on Tails.com. It also gets delivered to your door, which is a bonus. Tails.com creates personalised meal plans along with their vets to ensure that your dog's well-being is catered for, their coat, their gut health, everything. Plus, it's super convenient. It's delivered directly to your door once a month on a subscription plan. Visit Tails.com to learn more. That's Tails.com.
Hello and welcome to Spooning with me, Mark Wogan. We are here in the Lindsay Room in Corrigan's Mayfair. And I'm joined as ever by a very special guest who will be trying the food that they think they love and the food that they think they hate. But they will be doing it, of course, as ever, blindfolded. But who is my special guest today? Well, she's a French-trained Korean-American living in London who is a soul bird and is K-quick on her feet. Yes, will you please give it up for Judy Joo?
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Nice to
Thank
see you.
Good
Nice
to see you.
We should disclose that we do actually know each other.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Now, I first met you when you opened Jinju,
Yes.
which was on
Kingley
Street. Yes, God, all those years ago.
Time ago.
How long ago was that now?
Gosh.
I've got it written down here. Don't worry. I mean, I could look it up if neither of us are sure.
Ago.
Oh, what's it say here? Yeah, it was 2015.
Yeah. 10 years ago.
And you ended up with 3 of those.
Yes. Mayfair, Soho, and Hong Kong.
But they are, as is the way of restaurants sometimes, they are no more.
They are no more. Yes. Stepped away from that brand in 2019.
Yeah.
Yes.
And let them mess it up.
Yes, basically.
Yeah. But let's go right back to the beginning. You're originally born in New Jersey.
Yes.
You're a Jersey girl.
Jersey
Girl through and through. What was it like growing up? I mean, we're not going to say what decade because that would be impolite.
Yes.
But I mean, quite frankly, you look incredible.
Thank you.
Right. But it was a different time.
Different time.
And, you were Korean and whatever. What was that like growing up?
Well, my sister and I were the only specks of color in our entire school. And nobody knew where Korea was. Nobody knew what Korean anything was, I was embarrassed by my lunchbox, just begging my mom to pack me, ham and cheese sandwiches and Lunchables all the time. I didn't want dumplings or rice rolls or, rice bowls, etc. So, yeah, how things have changed. Yeah, you couldn't buy anything pre-made. There weren't any Korean grocery stores or even Asian grocery stores nearby us. So, yeah, my mom had to make everything from scratch. There was, oftentimes pilgrimages into New York City to go to the Korean grocery store there, go to a Korean restaurant, all that stuff. Yeah.
But you were. I mean, I think it's fair to say you were academically bright.
Yeah, I was chained to a desk and I had no choice.
All right. So your mum was a tiger mum.
Yes. Piano lessons, all that stuff.
You could play the piano as well.
Not anymore. I have
Really?
like PTSD from the whole experience.
When I was a kid, I did piano lessons for about, I think, 6 months. And I mean, God rest his soul, I shouldn't imagine the man is with us anymore. He's a man called Mr. West. And Mr. West was fond of a ginger nut biscuit.
Okay.
And he would crunch them obsessively
While
throughout.
we were playing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the entire lesson.
I mean, it put me off. I could have been,
Yes.
a concert pianist, but if it wasn't for that man's obsession with ginger nuts.
That was good.
So you're chained to a desk or a piano as a child.
Basically, yeah. Or a table to make dumplings.
Yeah, so I was going to ask, so what was the food like growing up? Because obviously you wanted to fit in at school, but at home.
At home, there was something always fermenting or bubbling or drying or so. I mean, like literally every single area, drying chilies on the back, picnic table, kimchi fermenting underneath the porch, gochujang fermenting under there, seaweed drying in our garage,
Could you
was-
say that again? Gochujang.
gochujang.
Yeah. Because, when you're taught to pronounce it properly,
Yes.
you're go-chu-jang. But with getting the A right. It's about getting the A right
Yes,
and the
it's
jang, isn't
basically
it?
you have to pronounce Korean like you're a very posh British person. So you say bath instead of bath.
Yeah.
It's jang instead of jang.
Well, it says so it's like the jang bit, and what we are talking about is the
Paste,
the
fermented
is the
paste.
fermented paste, right? Which is a huge part of
Yes.
most of Korean cooking. But the A, they say pronounce it like car.
Car. Yeah, but you could say
The A.
car.
Yeah,
Car.
yeah. Well,
Harvard
depends.
car.
Frankly,
Harvard yard.
Yeah, no. If you're from New Jersey, yes, that is how you're going to say. Oh yeah, no. So you're this young Korean girl who pianist, dumpling maker,
Yes. Hardly a pianist.
academic,
Yeah.
that kind of thing, and you end up going to Columbia, which is one of the big universities in the States.
Yeah.
I mean, it is
In the press a lot lately. Yeah.
Yes, in the press a lot lately.
Yeah.
People keep demonstrating for stuff
Yeah.
they're not quite sure what they're demonstrating
Yeah, I
for,
know either.
and then saying sorry afterwards.
Yeah.
It was like, well, if you meant it, mean it.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't know. Everyone else, I was just following a crowd. It's like, but we get that here.
Yeah.
It was like, I didn't mean to get arrested for
Yeah.
public disorder.
Yeah.
Well, what were you doing there?
Yeah.
Well, everyone was sort of hanging around and I got involved.
Yeah. Make your own decisions. Be responsible for your own actions.
Oh, responsibility.
Responsibility.
How that's left society, hasn't it?
Yes.
We're going to sound like two old
Yes,
farts if we
I
carry on.
know,
But
exactly.
you studied industrial engineering
Yes.
and operations research.
Yes.
I don't even look. I'm no academic. What does that even mean?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
You spent how many years?
Basically it's all about process design and operations. So you are doing industrial operations,
Yep.
engineering operations research all the time, and setting up a restaurant.
Yep.
Like where do you put the sink?
Mhm.
What where do you put the cold larder? All of that. Like it's like planning a restaurant's like planning a mini city.
Yeah.
Right. And also, what is the flow? What's the customer journey? What's the back of house journey? What is the flow? Like all.
And
deep
I believe
Yeah.
you can either see that or you
Mhm.
can't.
Yeah. Well, you can learn it too, and even the ordering, it's all about probability statistics,
But it
seasonality.
is that thing of like, I've always kind of had an ability to go into a space and go a restaurant space,
Yes.
not into space like Tim Peake. I used,
You
to,
can open up
I
on
used to do that a
Mars.
lot as a
We're gonna open up
teenager.
a restaurant on Mars.
Yeah. I used to do that as a teenager, but I think it might have been drug induced.
Mhm.
But go into space and see whether it will work or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my brother, who's my business partner in the restaurant business, he'd always get quite frustrated because I'd just walk in somewhere and go, no, and walk out, and he'd be like, just have a look. I said, no, it won't work.
Yeah.
Not right.
It's a talent. Well, because you've been doing it, for a while.
Or I'm
and
just on the spectrum. One or the other.
I think we're all a little bit on the spectrum.
Isn't everybody now?
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, you're kind of not a human if you're not neurodiverse
What
in some
makes
way.
us like weird and wonderful.
But I don't think you make the decision to go into food and then stay in it and have a career in it unless you are mildly
Yeah.
or extremely
Yeah.
neurodiverse.
Completely. I mean, because we're entrepreneurs at the end of the
Yeah.
day, and we're special people, because we
Lunatic.
take
Mm.
risks. We have a strong appetite for risk. We're willing to bet on ourselves,
Or
And-
no sense of danger, which I think
Totally.
isn't that is a diagnosis. One of the many diagnoses of ADHD is like no sense of danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
I mean, anyone who's ever been in a car with me
Yeah.
will know that. But
just go for it.
Yeah.
Just go for it.
Let's-
Yeah.
you went to Columbia,
Mm.
got this fantastic sort of, top-notch American education. And then, I mean, would you say you sold your soul to the devil and went to work at Goldman Sachs?
Everyone was doing it back then.
Yeah.
I'm going to date myself. So when I was in finance and on Wall Street, it was kind of the Wolf of Wall Street days.
Yeah.
So there was excess of everything. Lehman Brothers was still open. You know, like Bear Stearns was still open, like all of the banks.
Nobody had got caught with their trousers down
Nothing,
at this
nothing.
point.
This is, you know,
I mean, a lot of them had their
Yeah.
trousers down most of the time
Yeah.
as well, but that
Yeah.
was for other reasons.
exactly,
Yeah.
you know, prior 2008. So it was a lot of fun.
But I mean, that kind of imagery within
Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street, that's what it was like.
Yeah, I mean, I went to a gazillion strip clubs. I went to like, yeah, it's yeah.
What was your mother? Your mother who'd forced you to educate,
All
play the
those going to
piano. It's
strip
like,
clubs.
what has happened to my daughter?
I was go. But it was all part of entertaining, you know, like you just went out to fabulous dinners and you were traveling all the time, but they did work you really hard. Like I'm talking 100-hour weeks easily.
So a bit like
easily.
catering used to
Easily.
be.
Yeah, yeah.
Used
it
to be.
used to be,
Not
you know?
anymore.
Yeah, like 3 a.m. was a good night. That was Saturday night. You know, you were working all the time. And after you went out to dinner and the strip club, you went back to work. You know, like it was
sleep.
it was crazy. And you were traveling all the time for work, all this stuff. So they really took your life away from you. Like, and you were paid handsomely, but you never had any time to spend it, you know?
And is that why you stopped?
I stopped because I burnt out. Yeah. I had like sinusitis and laryngitis for like 9 months. I could not shake it. I was never sleeping. I was always working. You know, I was constantly on my BlackBerry. Back then we had Blackberries, and I had moved to San Francisco, and I was working New York market hours on the West Coast. So I was up every day at 3 a.m. in my desk by 3:30, and still going out to dinners, taking, you know, flying to LA just for dinner, taking the last flight back, not even getting home till midnight, you know, still being at my desk at 3:30.
And was
yeah.
during this sort of, what sounds insane period, was food still a big focus for you, or was it kind of?
Yeah. Well, because we're always going out to fabulous restaurants. And I loved that. It was my first taste of fine dining, you know, and particularly like the New York scene, the San Francisco scene, like I was going to Chicago, like all these great cities where you ate at the best restaurants all the time. You drank the best wines all the time, you know? And so that was my real foray into restaurants. And I loved it because, like, obviously as a student, I wasn't doing any of that. You know, I'm living off of instant noodles and macaroni and cheese, right? From from a box, right, with the fluorescent powder and stuff. And so
But could you cook at that stage?
I was
not?
helping my parents out a lot, and so I was around food growing up, you know, a lot, but I wasn't cooking a ton. I was baking a lot because I always loved to bake, and that kind of was my relaxation thing. Like that was my activity that I did, you know, like
But
making bread or
'cause
cakes and brownies.
You filled your form in before coming on, and you've said that you don't have a sweet tooth,
No, but I
But-
would bake.
but you do have a love
For the
of
science of baking.
science baking, but also a love of coconut. And I don't know if you're familiar with this particular British tradition,
Oh, I
which is
had that.
which is the Bounty Bar,
Yeah,
which I don't know if you want to try that.
I'll try.
That is yours to try.
yeah. It's a bit sweet, if I recall,
Well,
right?
I mean,
yeah.
for me,
Ooh, oh, there are
arguably not.
two.
Yeah,
Ah,
there's two.
would you like one?
Well, I mean, I'll try it, but I mean, for me, my brother used to like these when we were growing up, and I wasn't a fan. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'll eat it because it's sugar. Because unlike you, I have a very sweet tooth.
Mm,
But
I like it.
I wouldn't.
It's a little bit sweet.
But you like coconut.
I love coconut.
I've got something else for you down here.
I love everything coconut. If coconut's on a dessert menu, I have to order it.
There's a
Oh.
little coconut water
Oh,
for you.
yum, yum.
This is another thing I don't get. My wife drinks this. She loves
Love
it.
Oh, this tastes so good.
Really?
It brings it out. Yeah. Mm,
No, it does.
it really
It
does.
gets more coconut.
It gets
sort
more
of washes the
coconutty,
sugar
yeah,
off the outside of it, and
Mm-hmm.
you can taste the coconut.
Mm-hmm.
See, because I like coconut,
Mm.
but I don't really want it in that form.
It's all right.
And I
I've
don't,
had this. Mm-hmm.
I don't really understand drinking it either.
So good. I love it.
But like, you know, if I see like a coconut ice cream with, you know, something
Yeah.
great on a menu, I'm going to go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Or in Asian cookery, you know, the use of coconut and
Coconut
particularly
curries.
coconut curries, that kind of thing. I love,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't. No, I don't get
No?
coconut one.
I love
If I
it.
was a water, I drink water.
Mm. It has
You claim it gives more hydration. Don't you?
mm-hmm. It has stuff in it. Oh, so that's good for you.
See, you're liking the balance.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. I also haven't eaten yet today, so I'm a little
Oh,
bit
well,
bit peckish.
Well, don't overdo it because you
I'll
you've
finish
got
this and that's it.
because I
Yeah.
have something very
Oh.
special for you here,
Mm.
which is So you said, because one of your favorite things is fruit,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
Now these are incredibly special, right? So these fruits here are from my neighbour Hayden's garden.
Mm.
And neither he or I have any idea. Go for the slightly darker one, I would say.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He and I have no idea what fruit they are. They're definitely a kind of plum, but they're like a cherry plum.
Has anyone ever eaten these before?
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, okay. Are they
no,
edible?
No, they're thoroughly delicious.
Oh, they're cherries.
Well, but they're not cherries. They're plums.
Oh, they're plums. Wait.
They're cherry plums.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Don't know what variety it is. I'm sure I could take a picture of
This
it
is like
with
huge.
AI.
I'm gonna go for a more sour one.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, they're plums.
Mm.
This one tastes like a plum.
But how good are they?
They're
But
really
when
good.
they're darker,
Yeah.
you think they're a cherry.
Cherry. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Extraordinary.
Mm.
So why
Love that.
a particular love of fruit? I'm going to throw that down there.
I don't know. I love all fruits.
Because
Just freshness.
it wasn't what I expected from you.
Oh, really?
You know, well, when I was reading it, it was like, you know, the first thing is like, all fruits, this fruit, fruit. I'm like, well, I didn't. I was expecting. I mean, then you did go into all forms of chili as well.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect fruit
Yeah.
as the first thing.
I love fruit. It's weird. I know. I probably eat too much fruit because there's a lot of sugar in fruit. Yeah. But if I go to the farmer's market, especially right now, it's like cherries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. Like, yeah. Plums right now are great too.
But do you think that's
Kiwis.
does the fruit thing come from because you burnt out of Goldman Sachs and the world of finance, and you went to the Culinary Institute.
I know. I went to French Culinary Institute.
French Culinary Institute to study, and that was the beginning of early noughties, wasn't it? Sort of
No. 2004.
2004, yeah.
Yeah.
So early-ish noughties.
Yeah.
Why the decision to sort of, I mean, because one might argue that I'm in a burnout industry.
Yeah.
Let's go into another one.
Well, I know, right? I'm a little bit stupid, right? But that's fine because I was like, I'm going to downgrade my life in every way possible, work longer hours for a lot less money, you know?
And it's a really sensible thing.
Yeah, totally. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to do it. But I guess I was just driven by the passion because I love food. And I was like, I don't care what I do in this crazy world. I didn't know what I was going to do. I kind of went into it blind. I was like, I'm just going to go to cooking school and have fun. And then we'll see where it takes me. Yeah.
So that was a year there.
It's 6 months.
6 months. So then you developed this passion, particularly for pastry, is that correct? For pastry work, which, you know, for those who don't know, that's cooking the puddings and desserts in restaurants.
Yes.
Right. Without a sweet tooth.
I mean, I will eat pastries, but I'm not like, my go-to thing is potato chips. Like, I'd rather eat salty versus chocolate. Like, chocolate will sit in my apartment for days, weeks. I won't touch it. I just don't go for it. But if I've got like a bag of crisps or anything salty, you know, crisp chips, anything, I will eat that. Like, and I have zero control.
Contradictions. So, you know, you specialize in pastry, but you prefer, which is all about sugar, and you prefer salt.
But the pastries, because it's about the science. I like the science. It's a science. Yeah. I
because
like that.
Baking is a science,
It is.
whereas cooking is.
You can fix anything in cooking.
Yeah.
You can even take salt out if you want. You just keep tasting, you can fix it. Baking, you stick it in the oven. If it, you got to make the entire thing again if it doesn't turn out.
No, it is
true
prone to
science.
much failure.
Yes, it is.
So you come out of there. Where did you go first?
I worked at magazines. So I worked at Seifert magazine back when they considered themselves like the National Geographic of food. And I also worked at a nonprofit called Slow Food USA. They came out of Italy, so that was like the whole garden to table eating. Exactly. And then what did I do? I was also writing. I wrote for Time Out magazine. So stuff like that.
But then you kind of went serious and you started working in
Kitchens.
major kitchens under some, you know, big name chefs and that sort of thing. How did you find that I suppose you were quite used to a sort of, you know, alpha male kind of
Yeah.
environment from having worked on Wall Street.
Yeah. And I was on the trading floor in Wall Street. I wasn't in a cubicle. Like I was on the floor where all the madness, takes place.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you, I mean, obviously you developed sharp elbows there,
Yes.
but how much of those skills did translate into a kind of
A lot of them, I would say, particularly when I was working in the multi-Michelin starred environments, Also because it's like my level of stress and pressure was so high that I was used to that at the end of the day, I'm like, look, guys, I'm making cake. We're making cake, right? Like nobody's going to blow up the economy. Nobody's going to implode like a major, book of risk or something. You know what I mean? Like it's okay. If somebody gets their meal 2 minutes late, it's not great because it's reputation, but nobody's dying. You're not going to implode the economy, all this stuff. So
you say that like you're quite relaxed, but I also sense there is a perfectionist.
Ish. As I've gotten older, I've lost that because I just can't be bothered anymore. I'm tired. I'm like,
Yeah, that'll do.
Right? I'm like, it's good enough. It's fine. Like it's okay. Yeah.
But that thing of when you're in a kitchen and you're in service, it is one of the environments in which you can get close to perfection. Everything goes out perfectly. Everything goes out on time. Every customer leaves happy.
Yes.
You're like, oh.
To a certain level, it depends on the type of kitchen.
Yeah.
You and I are doing like more fast casual stuff now.
Now we are, yes.
We're not striving for perfection.
No, we're striving for fast and tasty.
Yes, exactly.
And but also, I think where you and I do cross over is there is a focus on the quality of the ingredients.
Yes,
it
definitely.
might be
Yes.
fast service or what people would describe as fast food, but it's good.
Very good.
And it's good for you.
Very good. It's premium.
Yeah.
It's premium fast casual. So, but are you taking a ruler and measuring the cuts of things? No.
There's no tweezers in our kitchen.
No, exactly. No.
But that tweezer world and back then as it was sort of jellies and foams and all that sort of stuff.
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Purification.
Spherication. Yes.
Yes.
I mean, recently I had Heston on, and that sort of maniacal attention to detail can push people over the edge.
Yes.
And the people working in that environment can be tricky.
Yes.
Who was, of all the people you worked with during that period, who was the most nurturing? Because those are the ones you try and remember as you get older.
Thomas Keller.
Yeah.
For sure.
Amazing.
Amazing man. I'm still in touch with him to this day. I mean, that's perfection. But he did it in a way that was very calm and professional and treated everyone with respect. And even if you did screw up, it was like, a tap on the shoulder, come speak over here. Quiet. It wasn't this like public beration with things flying at your face. You know what I mean?
Someone burning you with a
Yeah,
pack to get out.
exactly. Right. And so it was, it was a very calm, mature, respectful kitchen at all levels. Yeah. And he's such an amazing person.
But also his kitchen, and I've stood in it. I didn't work in it. Just quiet.
Yes.
Quiet and calm the whole time.
And staff meal was beautiful.
Yeah.
Staff meal was like amazing. You had like Claire Clark baking you croissants. Like this.
I had so I worked at a place that will remain nameless where they had 2 Michelin stars, and star food was boiled egg and vinaigrette coleslaw and cold ham.
I worked in a 3-star where staff food, basically everybody, there was a countdown. You had to hover over this pan, this like trough of all leftover foods. Okay. And I refused to fight over my food. Okay. So I would wait. And I also refused to fight for cutlery. So I had to eat I didn't realize this my first day. I ate rice and cheese on rice and cheese with my fingers. Yeah. I had to eat using my fingers. And there was a countdown, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then everybody's like, and it was just like, are you kidding? Like, are we animals?
Yeah, treated like animals.
Totally.
I mean, we would subsist because you couldn't use butter because butter was for expensive and was for cooking, right? Yeah. But you would subsist and you would steal sugar and and somebody would buy a loaf of bread and we would have margarine and sugar sandwiches to keep going.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't last very long. Though.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
wasn't,
I agree.
It was not a nice place.
Not nice. Not nice.
And, and a lot of these people kind of achieve a level of notoriety and greatness. And you think the people you trod on to get there, it makes you question karma sometimes.
Yeah. No, definitely. But I do believe in karma. I think it gets in
Yeah, I mean,
other
a lot of
ways.
them, you would go, all right, look, you got 60 seconds left. Are you happy with how it turned out?
Exactly.
And they're going to go, no, please forgive me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that will come around. But so you've got through various challenging kitchens. Where was your first head chef position?
Playboy Club.
Oh yes, I remember 2011. The Playboy Club when it opened in London. You and it was a great menu and it was a great space there.
So fun. It was so fun.
Insane. I mean, you just wouldn't get away with it now, though.
No, you wouldn't. But, and I consider myself a feminist. I still do. And I thought long and hard about this, right? Because also like my parents and all this. And I'm like, look, I'm not a bunny. I'm just doing the food, right? And I met Hef, he was alive back then. And I really researched the brand. I was like, this guy was a pioneer for the underdog. He was the first person to put an African-American on the cover of a magazine. He was the first person to give, LGBTQ employees equal rights. He really was the champion for the minority, you know, and to build a super brand. There are only like 5 super brands in the world. It's like Coca-Cola, Disney, Playboy. I forget but that little.
You can just show the bunny to anyone in the
middle of Africa,
in
the middle of China, they know what that is. And he built that in one lifetime. And also I was like, you know what? Screw it. There's a fun factor in life that you just can't ignore sometimes, So I went to like the mansion parties in LA.
Oh wow.
The ones that people get literally
that was on my bucket list.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
grotto. Like I went to New Year's Eve there a few times. I went to
the grotto. I always imagined the grotto early on in the evening still smelt of bleach from when they'd had to clean it. And then
heavily chlorinated pool.
Yes, exactly. It's like, oh, don't go in the hot tub.
But epic parties, epic.
But were they as good as people say?
Yes. Yeah. So fun. Yeah.
See?
Really fun.
Look,
and the cast of characters is kind of fun too.
As a slightly older person now, I lament the fact that kind of thing is now so scorned upon that it could never happen again.
It's weird.
Or that people wouldn't attempt a kind of more updated version of it.
Yeah.
It was more sort of celebratory of all types of.
But the thing is that the reason why Playboy doesn't exist anymore is because they can't compete.
Yeah.
They were too vintage, like coquettish. It was too clean.
Yeah.
Right? And now everything is free. Everything is way dirtier, like way, way dirty. Even like makeup ads or bathing suits, like cologne ads. It's like soft porn now. They're not wearing anything on billboards.
I mean, a friend of mine has recently done a art exhibition, which is based around, I'll send you a link to it. It's fantastic. Based around how women are used in advertising.
Yeah.
And it is extraordinary. Those things that you kind of passed you by 10 years ago, and you look at them now and go, oh my God, did they really say and do that?
Yeah.
And by those standards now, as you're alluding to, Playboy seems tame.
It's completely tame. Even what the bunnies wore was completely tame. They wore double stockings. It was a 1960s swim costume, so it was very low cut. There was no
there was no hip bone.
There was no hip bone. That your butt was totally covered. It's a one piece, and they weren't allowed to lean over even. Because they had to learn the bunny dip.
The bunny dip.
It was a very.
We have a version in Home Slice. It's called the Home Slice Drop.
Oh, there you go.
You've got to come down
to
the customer.
There you go. Same thing, because you can't leave over, all that stuff.
People don't want you to loom over them.
No, you don't.
I mean, I think the more you're spending on your food, the more you can the more the customer's spending, the more you can loom on them.
Yes.
Like in Michelin star places, there's a lot of looming.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hanging around.
Yeah.
There's a lot of explaining for too long what
Yeah.
you're about to eat. It's like
Yes.
that explanation was so long, the food is now
Yeah.
cold.
I think the best service is when you don't even notice that they filled up your water glass.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're
But
in and out like stealth ninja.
but do
Yeah.
you think now,
Mm.
with the way the world has gone, and we were talking about it before, people want you to know what they're doing? So is that kind of service disappeared? It's like,
Yeah.
see, I filled it up for
I
you.
guess so.
You better leave me
little bit.
20%.
I know.
filled it up
right?
for you.
Yeah.
Because the other thing now is everyone's got a bit meaner as well.
It's true.
So,
It's true.
you know, we regularly have people go, service is optional. And you're like, yeah, did you not receive any?
Oh my gosh.
You know,
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But that is the world we live in now.
It is.
And it is that time, Judy. It's time to don the blindfold
That's
for
okay.
your first spoon.
I'm excited.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Here we go then. Here is your first spoon incoming. I'm just going to slide this across. Now, I will feed you. So
Okay.
it is a proper trust
Oh.
exercise. Let me just put that down there. Okay, here we go. Here is your first spoon. Open wide. There we go. Can you get that in?
Ah.
Oh, there we go. Ah, now what have we got? Tell me. Flavors, textures. Do you know what it is?
Or fried chicken.
Yeah, of course it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right, got it straight away.
Mm-hmm.
It's Korean fried chicken,
Mm-hmm.
and it is the recipe out of your new book, K-Quick.
Ah, nice. Excellent.
Take the blindfold off,
Mm-hmm.
because I want to talk to you about this book.
Love it. Okay.
Because I thought, you know, you would be amazed the amount of, quite frankly, very well-known chefs that come on here with their books.
And they can't
And I
taste
cook,
it on the phone.
I cook them a dish out of their book, and they have
Yeah.
no idea what it is. Now, you are at a slight advantage in the respect that it's fried chicken and it's
It's still crispy.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know, but and Korean food does have
the
a
kick,
particular
yes.
taste,
Mm-hmm.
so easier to spot.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not
Okay.
taking away from you because
Okay.
you know, but this is a fantastic book. I've looked through this,
Mm.
and I had to do the fried
Of
chicken,
course.
didn't I?
Of course.
But what
Did
I
you
like,
try it too?
yeah, you know, I've eaten a ton of that.
Okay, good. Good.
No,
good.
that second spoon is yours, but then
Mm.
you know, you've probably
Yeah.
eaten enough
Okay.
Korean fried
I've
chicken.
had a lot of my own fried chicken. Yes.
Exactly.
Same with you and your pizza.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I
I still enjoy it.
yeah, I still eat
Yeah.
it probably twice a week.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is K-Quick,
Yeah.
right? So it's quick Korean food because I agree.
Nobody has time.
Sometimes Korean food is a 3-day exercise to get to the dish at the end.
Could be.
You know,
Doesn't need to be.
but it doesn't need to be because now we have K-Quick
Yes.
with Judy Joo.
Yeah.
So tell me, I mean, obviously you had listened to tons of complaints from people going, I would cook more Korean food, but it takes bloody forever.
Mm-hmm.
So you thought, all right, well, I'll show you.
Yes.
But it is a great book.
Thank you.
How long did it take you to put this together?
Well,
Whilst you're busy running your food empire.
this is my third book, so I
Yeah.
kind of got the process down, you know, to kind of like I know what I need to do. I would say, I mean, in total, it takes about 6 months, I think, and then edit all that stuff, and photo shoot that takes 2 weeks, and it consumes you just
I mean,
cooking everything. Yeah.
Because I think there's 2 ways to approach a book.
Yeah.
One is you go, yeah, I like that. And you go off there and then you do a week's promoting of it.
Okay.
Or there is the one where you write it, you cook it, you recipe
yeah.
test it, you make sure every dish works,
Yeah.
and then you cook every dish that is photographed,
Yeah. That's
which
basically.
is the way you do it.
Yes,
Yeah,
which is
I
what.
mean,
Yeah.
you know.
It's also because like in this country there are not many Koreans that I could hire to do it for me.
There is that.
So I haven't there's like one Korean food stylist. Yeah, and he's half Korean. And so it's like
fully Korean.
no. So like even just doing the grocery shopping.
I think it should look like that. I'm not sure.
Even just doing the grocery shopping, it's like people don't know what the ingredients are.
No.
So I really had to be involved in this whole process.
But there is a lot of helpful information around the ingredients
Yeah.
and what it is you should be looking for at the front of the book.
Yeah.
And what your pantry should consist of and that sort of thing. And
Yeah.
once you get into it, I mean, I discovered cooking Korean
Mm.
in lockdown.
Ah, okay.
You know, because you had the time and you
Yes,
could
of
kind of, you know, but there are certain dishes, like there's a pork dish I do, which is, you know, it takes 3 days,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
but
30 minutes, right?
exactly 30 minutes,
Probably
ate
less,
quick.
right?
There it is. All the same flavors in literally a 1% of the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But are these your mum's meatballs, these ones here?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you used to call her? Amma?
Amma is the it's the word for mom in Korean.
Is it?
Everybody calls her mom Amma. It's not
Amma.
my thing.
Okay.
That's not my invention.
Like Italians with their grandmothers and their nonnas.
Yes.
But, you know, because obviously this is a big childhood memory, this one. And it's,
Yeah.
you know,
Dumplings.
dumplings.
Hundreds of dumplings.
Who doesn't like dumplings?
Everybody loves little.
I mean, if you
yeah.
don't like dumplings, it's the same thing. I'm always concerned about people who don't like pizza. Are you the same about dumplings? If somebody goes, I don't really like dumplings, you're like,
Yeah.
what's
And
wrong
also, there's so many different types of dumplings. It's like saying, I don't know.
But there is
Yeah.
that thing
Yeah.
where, you know, and I've talked about it predominantly with chefs, where it's a kind of weird day as a chef when you discover how many people actually know what it is they're eating.
They don't.
They don't.
They don't.
It's about, I mean, you know, and I hope that all of them are listening to this podcast, but it is only about 10% of people.
Yeah.
You know, so people will go and they will spend £300 a head on a meal. And you could have, I mean, I don't know. There are certain restaurants which I think take the piss out of you with it. One of them for me is, you know, and this might be seen as sacrilege within the world of food. One of them is Mugaritz in Spain.
Oh.
I don't get it.
Okay.
And I really love all forms of food, but like it's gloopy, it's savory.
Yeah.
They don't serve a pudding at the end because we don't do that. It's like, oh, shut up and just give me a effing creme brulee for Christ's sake.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Have you found as you've sort of progressed in your career and your sort of own personal food journey that there are certain things that you used to get that you just don't anymore?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think I've gone off of super, super, super high-end fine dining.
Yeah.
Because I just want food that looks like food and tastes like food. I don't need everything transformed into a foam, a paste, or a bubble, or whatever. Like, I don't really need that anymore. I think it's once in a while it could be fun and theatrical.
Like you would, you said in your questionnaire, you would always go back for Thomas Kelleher's oysters and pearls.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's one of
oysters.
those dishes.
It's just
perfection.
Yeah, but they're actually tapioca pearls. It's not like a spherical, like an olive that's, you know, like made to, you know,
But also,
yeah.
what they taste of is nice.
So good.
Right?
It's real food.
You'll get some people who are making those spheres, and it's like, dear God in heaven,
what
what have
is
you
that?
put
I
in
know,
this? Why
it's not
have you
even
put that
good.
together? It's like,
Yeah.
that was licorice with a scallop? No, piss off.
Exactly. And then like 700 pounds later, you're still hungry and you want to go for pizza at Home Slice.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Unless, of course, you know, that is the other thing as well is it me or is all people who can afford to eat in those restaurants all on Ozempic anyway, so they don't want to eat?
It's true. Yeah.
You know, they're all fat jabbing themselves to death.
They are.
And therefore, when they go, oh, I had a 3-course meal, there was only about 7 mouthfuls in all 3 courses. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know, I like big pieces of meat, and I like, you know, one of my favorite things that I own, and one of the great things, I moved out of London about 5 years ago. And one of the things one of my prized possessions, you know, when they say, if there was ever a fire, what would you take with you?
Oh.
Mine would be my smoker.
There you go. A smoker might survive the fire.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe not need to take it. They are kind of fire-ish.
But I mean, still.
Yeah.
Still.
That's good. That's good.
But so I did eat them all, but I did I did Korean chicken wings, but on the smoker.
Oh, nice.
At the weekend. And I was planning on trying to save some for you.
But you ate them all.
Well, no, my son finished.
Okay.
So there was a kind of like,
yeah.
I was actually keeping some of those with Judy. Like,
yeah.
But then he ate them and
that's fine.
left the country. But that's another story altogether.
Ah.
So you've done this book,
Mm-hmm.
and it is a great book, and I would recommend anybody go if you haven't ever cooked Korean before,
Very easy.
it's a fantastic entry into the world of Korean
Definitely.
cooking. Whereas, you know, I said I did it when I was in lockdown. I had a lot of spare time. That's not to say that all Korean food is overworked, but some of it does take time. Like, you know,
That's true of any cuisine, though.
but you're
Yeah.
one of the cuisines that is proud to ferment,
Yes.
and that is a big part of it.
Yes. Yes.
And I do, you know, fermenting is a much maligned thing. People kind of get weird about it, don't
They're
you?
scared.
They're
Yeah.
scared. It's like, well, that's how it's rotting. No, it's fermenting.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, so what? You don't eat bread, you don't drink beer. You know, they're all fermented.
Yeah. People just get a bit freaked out.
And I mean, I remember kind of being the first time someone presented me with kimchi, and they go, "It's fermented cabbage," and you go, "What? What? Why would I want to eat
Sauerkraut?"
Yeah. But it's phenomenal. I remember actually during lockdown, you gave me a jar of your kimchi.
I almost brought one today, but I decided it was a bit too ripe for you because I made it a while. So it's very funky. Like it'll smell up this entire room. And I didn't think I wanted to do that. And so I was like, okay, maybe this kimchi's just gone a little bit past.
But do you know how I educated 12 people? I took that jar of kimchi and it was as the first lockdown eased and a whole load of us rented a house in the Lake District because we just wanted to be out.
Yeah.
So we rented a house in the Lake District.
Jar of kimchi in hand.
And the jar of kimchi came with me, and everyone's like, "Oh, kimchi." Do you know what I did? Kimchi hot dogs.
Oh, everybody loved that.
And they were all like, "Oh my God, I get it now." They're all 12 of them are all kimchi eaters
converts.
now.
Yeah, there you go.
Because there is nothing to be afraid of. And actually,
so good for you too.
My other business that I have with Neil Rankin is a plant-based, not that we like that term because we think it's much maligned now, but we ferment vegetables and then make them into burgers, make them into meatballs, make them into flavored minces. And I think we should talk about doing a Korean version of that. But we'll get to that. But Simplicity Foods is based around a 1,000-year-old process, which is fermenting.
Yeah.
Ferment stuff. Why? Well, it changes the flavor and texture of things. In many cases, improves
it.
You know, because
you get all that umami.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm a big advocate for fermenting.
Yes.
And you know, so much of Korean food is based around it.
Yes, it is. So good for you. Good for your gut. It's a superfood.
Well, who's it? Professor Tim Spector. He's massive advocate. Who's
kombucha.
Zoe and
all
the thing. Yeah, but you see, the thing is now
full of sugar.
Some of them.
Yeah.
You know, you got really, if you want to have good kombucha, you've got to look for unpasteurized, proper stuff. But I do think that his principle, Tim Spector's principle of eating 30 different plants a week for complete gut health is the way forward. But you can accelerate your gut health by eating kimchi regularly.
Yes, definitely.
So there is a recipe for it.
Yes, there is.
So you can improve your gut health and your gut microbiome just by buying Judy's Zoo. Right. Now, it is time to don the blindfold again.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to move this particular plate out of the way.
Okay.
And I'm going to move this in now. We have what can only be described. Oh, scraping that across there like that. Sorry about the table, Richard. I'm sure Panos can French polish that for us later. Now, here we have something very special.
Okay.
And I am very excited for you to try this. Okay, this is going to be you need to kind of bite this.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Open wide. Bite. What have you got there?
Pringles, potato chips, sour cream, and onion.
Yeah. But what with it? Did you not get another flavour?
I mean, wait. Okay, hang on.
Are we going to have to go again? I'm going to go again because I don't want to unveil this unless I can't believe you haven't got it.
Well, I was so into the Pringle because it's that sour cream and onion powder is quite strong.
Here we go. Let's try again.
Okay.
Open wide. Go. Bite. What's that first flavour hitting?
Oh, caviar!
I do.
Yeah.
I went to a lot of expense this week. We have a very small budget on this show.
Thank you. Caviar.
Now, you can take your blindfold off now. I'm having some of this as well.
I love. Oh my god!
This is one of my favourite things in the world because you said your guilty pleasure
Caviar
was sour cream and chive Pringles. The sour cream and chive Pringles with caviar is one of the great things ever done.
Oh my gosh!
And
yes.
This was first served to me by the great Ewan Venters.
Oh.
Ewan,
Yes.
Who's a friend of the podcast and a friend of the show and a very old friend of mine. He said, he's very Scottish. He goes, have you not tried a Pringle with a... Are you joking? He goes, try it. And now...
So good.
It's the only way for
There's something about the dehydrated potato with... It's better than actual normal crisps.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were quite specific about how you like these served. You like them out of a mini bar in the small size. You don't want the full tube.
No, because I'll eat the full tube.
Oh, because
I have to control myself.
As the advert
It's
says.
Like, this is what I'm going to do.
The advert says once you pop, you can't.
You can't. Yeah.
And there's definitely,
Yeah.
because literally once you pop, you can't stop.
Uh-uh.
And we're going to carry on eating this because, quite frankly, we can't let that caviar go to waste. Although Paul back here is desperate to try some of this, aren't you?
No, there are not going to be any eggs left. We're going to go.
Sorry, guys. Judy and I are having a great time here.
Yeah. But
Anyone listening at home or in the car, I apologise for all the crunching and eating, but this sour cream and chive Pringles with caviar is a death row meal for me.
Yeah. Is this the first time you've had it?
No,
you inserted it.
no.
Okay.
I mean,
It was so good, right?
but you've had these with caviar before,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
With,
I thought you were far too
I put
cosmopolitan
caviar-
not to have
caviar-
tried that before.
Everything.
Caviar, everything.
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we can talk
Yeah.
more about that later. But so this book, which is fantastic, Soulbird, we haven't talked about at all,
Yes.
which is your restaurant.
Yes.
How many have you got now?
7.
7 Soulbirds. I remember you opened the first one in Westfield,
Yes.
and I remember that was sort of as we were coming out of lockdown, and you were sort of pulling your hair out, going, "This is insane, and I can't get anyone to work." And
Yeah. I had to close that one 4 times with the closures of COVID and open that up. I mean, it was just nuts. You kept opening and closing, and like all the stock and everything, like we're going to close again, like, all the government announcements. It was a challenging time to say the very least in hospitality.
Because of the nature of it being in a Westfield shopping centre,
Yes.
unlike other restaurants, you couldn't stay
No.
open and
If
trading.
people said close, you had to close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was difficult times. But you've come out the other side. You've got 7 now.
Mhm.
Are they all in London?
No.
No. They're all over the place. You're far
I have a
too
lot
international.
of I like the world. I
Yeah.
like to visit the world.
No,
I
but,
like to
I mean, look,
travel. It's
I wish someone had offered me to open a home slice somewhere other than London. That'd
New
be
York
lovely.
City.
Oh.
Yeah, got a New York City pizza. Give them
Yeah, Colts
Yeah.
to Newcastle, but
exactly.
do it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I've got I'm doing mostly license deals. So I've got 3 in New York.
Yeah.
So Madison Square Garden, Citi Field, and also Barclays Center. So I'm in the 3 arenas there in New York. I'm in Las Vegas at the Aria Hotel and Casino. I'm also in the Tottenham Hotspurs stadium here, if you're a Spursy fan, and Westfield Mall.
We sell them our Simplicity food there.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, and
You can have a vegetable pie or vegetable.
I've
dinner.
had the burger. Yeah, I've had that. Okay,
That's nice.
interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, and then also in Edinburgh Airport.
Oh.
Mhm.
There's a bit. I mean, That's quite random, if you don't mind me saying. If you look at the list of things and in Edinburgh Airport. Okay. I'm not even going to ask how that one came back. And is there plans to do more?
Yes, I want to expand franchise license, open up more corporate-owned entities, and then sell it.
Yes.
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 Sell it.
Sell it. I'm
Sell
sure
it.
you want to sell it too.
I'd love to sell it,
Yes.
but, unfortunately things got in the way and I've now got to run it for a while longer. But that's a different story.
I got to do that too.
Yeah. But, and what about more TV? Because you've done a lot of TV in the past. Is there more of that happening? Because that sort of came off the back of you being in the Playboy club, and suddenly there's this
Iron Chef.
Glamorous woman who is a chef, and she's doing Iron Chef in the States and all that sort of stuff.
We just finished a show called House of Knives, so that just ended at the end of May. And I've been promoting the books. I've been doing all the national shows, etc. But nothing right now in the works of my own show right now.
I'm sure more will be coming. But I just want to say thank you for taking part. I mean, quite frankly, I think, given how this show normally goes, we've been really nice to you today. We didn't serve you.
Everything's
serve you anything horrible.
No, you didn't. I was expecting something I wouldn't like.
I think mainly because I wanted to eat that myself.
Yeah, awesome.
Slightly
Is
self.
this thank you to Richard?
Yes.
Say thank you, Richard.
Yeah, thank you. No, actually, I paid for that.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. And let me tell you, I won't be putting that through expenses. But there we go. But that is all for this week. Huge thank you to Judy. Of course, her new book, K-Quick, Korean Food in Less Than 30 Minutes, is out now to buy. I do recommend it. It's fantastic. If there's one dish in there that you would recommend people try, what is it?
The bulgogi beef.
The
bulgogi beef. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home and cook that later.
Barbecue.
Korean barbecue. Who doesn't love a bit of Korean barbecue? Thank you, of course, Judy, for taking part. You are a star. May your star continue to ascend.
Thank you.
If you like what we're doing here on Spooning with Mark Wogan, you can find us across all your social media platforms by searching Spooning with Mark Wogan. This podcast is available wherever you get your podcasts from, and of course is available in glorious Technicolor on the Virgin Radio YouTube channel. So just look at us there in all our glory.
Love it. Love it.
Until next time, stay beautiful.